What if I told you that beauty wasn't always about fillers or perfection? What if the most admired faces in ancient Greece didn't look anything like what Instagram celebrates today? In this video, we're going to bring women from ancient Greece back to life, from Corinth and Athens. Then, we will travel forward through the 80s, the 90s, and finally, to modern Instagram beauty. And by the end, you might realize something uncomfortable. Beauty didn't evolve, it changed values. This means the definition of perfection has shifted from the natural or divine to the artificial and purchasable. The ancient Greeks would say that the drive to seek beauty remains exactly the same, but the moral and cultural values we attach to it have flipped. Beauty is no longer a gift from the gods, but a project to be managed through technology, like filters, and synthetic intervention, like fillers and Botox. Modern science creates a forced beauty proportions that are manually injected. But one might argue, isn't beauty in the eye of the beholder? For the ancient Greeks, the eye of the beholder wasn't just a personal opinion, it was a search for objective truth. To them, the eye that mattered was the eye of an educated person, an artist, mathematician, or philosopher who knew the rules of the universe. It was the eye that could see the perfect proportions in a shell, a leaf, or a human face. If a face possessed natural harmony, it was seen as a reflection of a balanced soul. The standard wasn't a strict mathematical ruler, but nature itself. And therefore, for them, beauty was objective, because nature is objective. It was a fixed reality that didn't care about your opinion. They believed nature was a perfect system of order. So, their logic for beauty was simple. Nature is perfect order. Beauty is when an object mimics that natural order. Therefore, beauty is not an opinion, it is a fact to be observed. This is why the Greek philosopher Xenophon said, "Anything forced is not beautiful." But today, the beholder is a social media algorithm that rewards the artificial over the actual, chasing engagement to get likes and views and wealth. The standard is not objective, but an algorithm for likes. So, let's strip away the engagement metrics and look at what beauty meant when it was defined by nature, not numbers. These faces are inspired by classical Greek art, statues, vase paintings, and frescoes, reimagined using modern AI. Some of these women are inspired by Athens, the city of philosophy and democracy, others by Corinth, a wealthy, artistic, and pleasure-loving city. Now notice something important. Their faces aren't perfect by modern standards. The lips are modest, the expressions are calm, distant, thoughtful. To the ancient Greeks, beauty was about harmony, character, and inner order. In Athens, beauty was restrained, simple hairstyles, minimal jewelry. The face was meant to express intelligence and balance. In Corinth, things were different. More adornment, richer clothing, a stronger connection to luxury and sensuality. Beauty here was less about the soul and more about the spectacle. A vibrant display of worldly success and physical pleasure. Even in ancient Greece, beauty wasn't universal. It depended on culture, values, and the city you lived in. And then, history shifted. Now let's jump forward. The 1980s celebrated strength, bold faces, natural features, confidence over perfection. The 1990s preferred minimalism, clean skin, subtle makeup, faces that looked real, no fillers, no filters, no algorithms deciding what beauty should be, just humans. And now, today, high cheekbones, plumped lips, frozen foreheads, no symmetry, faces optimized for screens, for likes, for attention. This isn't wrong, but it is different. For the first time in history, beauty is no longer cultural, it's algorithmic. The ancient Greeks understood something we may have forgotten. Beauty isn't a formula, it's a reflection of what a society values. And maybe the question isn't which era had the correct understanding of the word beauty, but rather, what did each era believe beauty was for? Thank you for joining me on this trip through time. If you want to see more reconstructions of the ancient world, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments, do you think beauty is objective, like the Greeks believed? Or have we entered an era where beauty is just an algorithm? I'll see you in the next video.